we have as the resource person of the day with us Dr. Priyanka Rai, and she kindly agreed to deliberate upon this Sustainable Development Goal number. And as it is visible from the first slide, that is, what is SDG 12, what is the importance of SDG 12, what are the targets of SDG, and what can we do as the responsible citizens for the consumption. Let me begin with the saying that sages in the ancient India, they have said that, dear earth, whatsoever we are digging out from you, let it quickly be grow over. So, and we request that my Almighty may provide us wisdom enough not to hit the vitals of the earth, so that we have inherited the earth from our ancestors and it should be handed over to the next generation so that they may lead their life safely. There are multiple things that endanger the things and life on this earth, but sometimes we start consuming things recklessly and irresponsibly. That consumerism and reckless consumption of the thing causes damage. So here, on behalf of Department of Humanities and Social Science, I would like to extend heartfelt welcome to the resource person of the day. First resource person is Dr. Priyanka Rai, and second resource person will be deliberating, that is Ms. Vansika Srivastava. Both are from the Department of Humanities, and Vansika is from Department of Humanities and Social Science, and Madam Dr. Priyanka Rai is from the Department of Management Studies, and they will be deliberating on the economical and managerial concerns aligned with the Sustainable Development Goal number 12 of the United Nations, and I hope this session will definitely be beneficial and prove productive to all. Dr. Rai is having over 6 years of experience with this institution, Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology. Beforehand, she has taught to certain universities in Allahabad and certain other institutions. She is having fair exposure to economics and management both, and her wide exposure to both these departments, finance and economics and management, is definitely to grow and hit upon the core concerns of the Sustainable Development Goal number 12. This event is jointly ventured by Department of Humanities and Social Sciences in collaboration with IEEE student branch as well as the NDLI National Digital Library of India Club MUT Gorakhpur. So I would like to again reiterate that very recently NDLI Club of our university was awarded Excellence Award and NDLI Club of Excellence Award at ABLT Hall, IIT BHU by the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, on behalf of Ministry of Education, Government of India. So this Club of Excellence welcomes you all to its, its event, and all the participants are welcomed over here. So without taking much time, I would like to initiate the first session and request Dr. Rai to start her deliberation, and definitely her deliberation will prove productive to all of us. So over to Dr. Rai.
Hello everyone, am I audible? Yes ma'am. Thank you so much sir for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to deliver a lecture on SDG 12. This session is going from many days, but I got the opportunity to speak on this topic, and thank you Department of Humanities and Social Science for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. So in this today's session, we will discuss about the Sustainable Development Goal 12. So we will discuss about responsible consumption and production. So let's start with the seminar and move to the first slide of our this seminar. First of all, we will discuss about what is Sustainable Development Goal 12. Then we will discuss the importance of Sustainable Development Goals in today's scenario and what are the targets on which Sustainable Development Goal is working on and what can we do with the help of Sustainable Development Goal, and we will also discuss what the new innovations or new technologies have been adopted to be a responsible consumption and producer of the at a global level. So let's start with the topic and move to the first slide.
Wait a minute.
So what do we mean by responsible consumption and production? Basically, responsible consumption and production is about environmentally sound creation and use of products. It is responsibility of producers to make sure that the product which they are making or they are investing or they are producing, they must not harm the environment and they should be eco-friendly with the today's scenario. As consumers, it is our responsibility to dispose of the waste properly and reuse and recycle our waste properly so that they may not harm the environment, because if they are harming the environment, definitely they are going to pollute the air, water, which are the living natural resources for us. So it is important to just conserve these resources, and by adopting protected. So they should be protected so that we can go for the long, we can go through the long way, and our upcoming future generation people can just make the use of that natural resources. And every year we produce tons of waste, much of which harms the environment. So these waste which are being produced year by year at the global level, they should be properly disposed of, because they can harm the environment and they can create a pollution in overall environment. So unsustainable practices lead to climate change. Definitely the unsustainable practices, like if we are producing in the industries or factories, the waste material or the waste electronic hazards which are being coming day by day, they are polluting the climate, they are polluting the air, and they are creating a loss of the biodiversity, which is harmful for the global level. It's harmful at all the global level. So responsible consumption helps to protect nature, and it helps to improve the human well-being. Human well-being is like if we are having a fresh water, fresh air, and fresh food to eat, definitely the health of the person will be improved, and the diseases which are coming day by day, we can control over that diseases, and a healthy life can be lived. Now there are some few facts about the consumption and production SDG 12. From 2000 to 2019, the total amount of domestic consumption rose by 65%, to get a total of 95.1 billion metric tons. Approximately 30 to 40% of the United States food supply is wasted, and 23% of e-waste globally is not handled in a systematic way. In 2010, alone 275 million tons of plastic waste was not disposed of properly, and in 2018, only 32.1% of plastic was recycled in the United States. 7.6 million tons of industrial waste are produced each year. So these are some of the facts which we have drawn from the data, past data, and this data clearly says that there is need of sustainable development goal 12, because if we are not taking care of the upcoming hazard, then definitely there will be a problem coming in upcoming future, that will be creating a drastic change in the environment, and that will affect all the environment, and definitely the condition at global level will be worse. So moving to the next slide, how does this issue affect our community? So according to the National Institute of Health, microplastic and microscopic pieces of plastic that are present in our drinking water and food can potentially cause major health. The pollution which we are getting in the water, they are creating health issues, and definitely major health issues are arising day by day. So studies have also shown that microplastic can adversely affect our endocrine and neurological system. The new diseases like neurological diseases are coming day by day, endocrine related diseases and other diseases, they are adversely affecting promote inequality in the system. Now, if the climate changes continue, there will be a decrease in the crop production and sources of clean water, shortening the supply of our increasing population. So, it is said that if the climate is changing, definitely the production of crops will be affected, and the crops will be not healthy crops will be produced, and that will definitely affect the population, and clean water shortening supply will increase the problems, health problem issues in the community. So normally the social progress in the past year have been followed by environmental degradation, which threaten the system and resources that human beings depend upon. The bottom line is that the responsible consumption and production are essential for our survival and for the people who are coming for the future generation of the country. Now moving to the next slide. What is SDG?
Which one? ये था
ये next 11th slide, 11th
previous one. Now the key targets of SDG 12. We will discuss about the key targets of SDG 12. First target of Sustainable Development Goal 12 is to reduce waste. Reduce waste means it encourages recycling and reuse of cut down on plastic, especially plastic and electronic waste. Then sustainable management of resources. There should be sustainable management of resources like production of the forest, water and minerals should be protected wisely so that they don't run out and they can be renewed for the future. Now, food waste reduction. Food waste reduction is about 1/3 of all the food produce is wasted. We need to reduce this food waste production. Then corporate responsibility is that the company should adopt eco-friendly practices like using green energy and reducing the pollution. The main goal of corporate responsibility, like industries, factories, they should be adopting the eco-friendly traits and practices, and they should work for their development according to the beside developing the nation also, and beside developing the global factors also. They should not be focused for their profitability only, but they should also focus upon the future and environmental friendly system also. Now, what are the sustainability innovation in the world? There are certain sustainability innovation in the world have been done. So, like green chemistry and solar catalysts, they are the main factors which these researchers are aimed at, and they use to reduce the amount of chemicals being used in many processes. Solar energy is also like using panels to capture energy in a lot more efficient and less wasteful than using the gas. They reduce greenhouse gases, and they also have many towns to offer benefits for those who use the solar panel. So these are the two sustainable innovation factors which are working nowadays, and the use of robots is also working. Now engineers have designed a robot that can pick traces and short recyclable from waste. It is twice as fast as humans and 99% accurate, because these robots are being developed by the engineers, so they are working more efficiently and more effectively as compared to the human being. and they are helping day by day to recycle the waste product and to use them in an effective and efficient way. Now, reducing e-waste. Rice industry of US has developed a process that recovers metals from electronics that is 500 times more efficient than the previous methods of e-waste management. So this industry has developed this technology and they are working towards the more progress in this field. Responsible consumption should be like buying only what you need. You should buy the product which is needed by the people. They should not buy the product and waste it. So it should be focused on that. Reusing and recycling the item, the product which we are using, they can be reused. Like plastic which we use for one time, we can use it for the more time. And recycling of the items can be easily adopted. Choosing local and seasonal food. We should choose the local and seasonal food which are available because they are like seasonal food will be good to the health also, and they will help to be eco-friendly of the people with the environment. Then avoiding single-use plastic. Single-use plastic should be avoided. We can use that plastic many times, so we do every time we not to use the plastic again and again. So there has been replacement of the plastic today. Many of the companies are just delivering their product in the packaging form of like they are using the paper packaging methods to protect the environment and to be eco-friendly. Then supporting eco-friendly brands. We should support the eco-friendly brands which are effective for everyone and they are supportive also. Then what can we do like as an individual, what can we do as to promote the sustainable development goal 12? So as individuals, we should reduce, reuse and recycle and avoid single-use plastics, repair items instead of throwing them away. We should buy only what we need, avoid food wastage, choose sustainable products and save energy and water by turn off light, fix leaks and use public transport just to promote the sustainable development goal 12. As a businessman, how can we promote sustainable development goal? So use renewable energy like solar, wind and power. They should be adopted by the industries and factories so that the proper use of energy can be done and make products that last longer and are recyclable. We should use the products which are last longer and that can be recycled by the companies. That product should be adopted by the companies or industries or factories which are producing the product. Then reduce harmful chemicals in manufacturing. We should try to adopt the new methods which are coming to reduce the pollution in the air or water pollution. The new technology to reduce the pollution should be adopted by the industries to reduce harmful chemicals in manufacturing. Then what can we do as a government? So government should enforce laws to reduce pollution and waste, and the government should support eco-friendly businesses with the incentives, and government should educate people on sustainable living. And many of the measures and policy and practices have been implemented and they are also coming in the present scenario. Now success stories of Sustainable Development Goal 12. Sweden has recycled nearly 99% of its waste, and Germany is the leader in clean energy and recycling, and many companies now offer plastic-free packaging. These are the success stories which are working towards Sustainable Development Goal 12. Now the conclusion from the our discussion, we are seeing that responsible consumption and production are key to saving the planet, and it is extremely important to protect the planet. So it is at individual level what we can do. We should just adopt and do it. If we all work together, individual, business and government, we can build a sustainable future for all. So this was the goal of SDG 12. Now thank you so much for attending this session and being with me. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, ma'am, for deliberating on along with the success stories, sharing all with the all participants and from this forum. Definitely people may learn that how the other, if some certain countries are doing, then why can't we do? Why can't, we as participants learn from the success stories of the other nations? If Sweden can recycle nearly 99% of its waste, Germany is a leader in green energy. Many companies now offer plastic-free packaging. Now, why can't we, we do? And these are the certain methods where we can come up with as the responsible citizens, and we can make Earth a better place to live. And not only that, in the same channel, we have another speaker for the day, Miss Vansika. And I would like to request the resource person, second resource person, and before that, I would like to congratulate the first spokesperson of the day, first speaker of the day, for coming up with such an exhaustive, information stories and information sharing content, where not only the suggestions at government level, not only the suggestions at individual level, rather you also focused on the success stories of the other countries, how they are leading, how they are coming up front. Definitely it shows how deliberate and how meticulous you have been in preparing the task, and heartiest thanks to you and for joining and responding to our request. So and I hope that the second speaker will also be responding to our call, and if I can request her to unmute and join, can we have Miss Vansika as the second speaker of the day? It's a moment of indeed a great pleasure for a teacher for a guide also to see his student coming up front, and for me indeed it's a matter of great pleasure to introduce my scholar, my student who took this call and come up from the field of economics, and where she is working for the government plans and government policies, and I hope that her presentation will definitely enrich us. And what a lucky day for me to have my student as the speaker and welcoming her to the forum as the speaker. So over to you, Vansika, my child, my student, and I hope that she will be coming up with new ideas, upcoming ideas, because vibrant ideas exist in air. My guide used to tell, and that's what where I find that my students can bring multiple success story. And as the second speaker of the session, let me welcome our research scholar of the department. So this is in-house speaker coming up front for the all in the session of this United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 12, responsible consumption. And I hope that she will be, deliberating upon with the conclusive topics, and she will be talking on the vitals of that, and I hope that her talk will be enriching for all the participants. As the head Department of Humanities and Social Science, and as the President, National Digital Library Club of India, Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology, and as the partner of IEEE chapter, student branch, Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology, I extend welcome you from all three forums, and I hope that your talk will be very much productive. Whatsoever you are going to share, stage is all yours. Welcome and heartiest thanks to accept our invitation. Thank you all. Now every stage is over to Vansika Srivastava, research scholar and faculty member, faculty cum research scholar of the Department of Humanities and Social Science. Stage is all yours. Vansika, I think you are muted. Kindly unmute and increase the volume of your device so that you may be audible to all. ऐसा तो मीट पे आवाज हो यहाँ ना हो. हाँ वो म्यूट करो. ठीक. वेट अ मिनट. इधर अनम्यूट करिए. Just try to speak. नहीं, इधर नहीं आ रही. Speak a sentence so that we try to listen you. Yes, now you are audible. उसको बंद करिए, वॉल्यूम बंद करिए, चल पड़ा था. Again your voice is gone. आप पे नहीं आ रही, इस पे आ रही है. अब वॉल्यूम बढ़ाओ. बढ़ाइए. You start speaking.
Sir, I'm audible now?
Yes, audible. Audible, go ahead.
Yes, audible.
Okay. So with the global population projected to reach 9.8 billion by 2050, substantial changes in consumption habits and resource management are currently needed. Goals and targets are implement a 10-year framework on sustainable consumptions with developed countries leading. Second, achieve sustainable management by natural resources by 2030. Third, halve global food waste at the consumer level and reduce food losses along supply chain by 2030.
Slide save करो.
Ensure environmentally sound management of chemicals and waste by 2030. Substantially reduce waste generation through prevention and recycling by 2030. Encourage companies to adopt sustainable practices and integrate sustainability into reporting, promoting sustainable public procurement practices. Ensure relevant Sustainable is accessible to all by 2030. Support developing countries in building technology capacity by sustainable consumption. Implement tools to monitor sustainable tourism impacts. Rationalize fossil fuel subsidies to minimize wasteful consumption, reflecting environmental impact. The key highlights are urgent need for change, resource depletion, current consumption patterns are unsustainable. Almost 3 planets worth of resource would be needed to support future lifestyle. Fossil fuel subsidies. Global crises have led to a resurgence in fossil fuel subsidies, nearly doubling from 2020 to 2021. Counteracting efforts for sustainable energy. Sustainable practices. Sustainability reporting. There has been a significant increase in industries adopting sustainability reporting, tripling the number of published reports, indicating growing commitment to sustainable business practices. Food waste. Approx 901 million tons of food are wasted annually, highlighting the urgent need for policies and investments to reduce food loss. Economic and social progress. Environmental degradation due to economic growth threatens future developments and survival. A successful transition requires improved resource efficiency, consideration of the entire life cycle of economic activities, active participation in multilateral environmental agreements. Now, talking in the Indian concept, India has various government policies and initiatives aligned with Sustainable Development Goal 12. These include the Swachh Bharat Mission, which aims to achieve the open mission Free India, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, National Water Mission, National Mission for Clean India. This mission focuses on afforestation and forest conservation, contributing to environmental sustainability and biodiversity conservation, which are important aspects of Sustainable Development Goals 12. National Solar Mission. This mission promotes development and deployment of solar energy technologies, contributing to transitions towards clean energy and reduce emission, which is relevant to Sustainable Development Goals 12. India Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihood Missions contribute to SDG 12 by promoting sustainable livelihoods, particularly through agriculture and related activities. Sustainable livelihoods promoting agroecological practices, financial inclusion and access to resources, community-based approach, knowledge management and capacity building. Thus, the nation is doing a lot to achieve the goals of the sustainable development. According to the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, 166.43 kg of fossil fuels were consumed per capita in 2023 to 2024 in the country. In India, 54.99% of hazardous waste generated was utilized and recycled as per Central Pollution Control Board. According to CPCB, 3.04 tons of plastic per annum was generated per 1,000 population in 2021. In conclusion, India is actively working on SDG 12, focusing on responsible consumption and production. Government initiatives, policies and programs are in place to promote resource efficiency, sustainable consumption and sustainable infrastructure. With this, I would like to say that while progress has been made, there are ongoing challenges and variations across states, highlighting the need for continued efforts to achieve the target of Sustainable Development Goals 12. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vanshika, for such an enriching session. Your views were really very nicely portrayed, and I hope the participants have understood your ideas regarding resource consumption and its sustainable development. I request the participants, if they have any query, they can ask. No. Thank you, Vanshika, for such an enriching session. On Sunday, you took some time for us and delivered this session. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you. With this, we end today's event. Thank you.